After decades of delays, today is the official deadline to have the real ID to easily board flights and enter government buildings.
But there's already been some confusion over what happens at airports if you don't have a real ID and you need to get on a plane. So Good Day's Haley Fixler is live at LaGuardia Airport this morning to explain all of this for us. Good morning, Haley. What is the latest on these real IDs?
Good morning, Tina, Dan. Yeah, here's the thing. You were technically required to get a real ID by today in order to hop on any domestic flight. But yesterday it was announced you can still fly without one. But if you don't have something like your passport handy, you could get a little extra screening and a little extra time here at the airport. Here's what officials tell us.
Engage with that individual, validate their ID. We'll determine through inspection and technology that it is real ID compliant or not. And then based on that, we will determine what additional screening needs to be applied to that individual. The best advice I can give is everything should be considered by the traveler, and this additional process should be baked into their travel plans so that they can add some time for their journey through the checkpoint.
Again, you will not be turned away from getting on a domestic flight if you do not have a real ID compliant government-issued identification. TSA officials say about 19% of people who fly in the country still do not have the compliant ID, and that includes not just the real ID, but a more in-depth enhanced ID. Governor Kathy Hochul has requested additional TSA staff at the busiest airports in the area to handle the number of people who may show up these first few weeks of the new rule and require all that additional screening. Officials are advising people to get the real or enhanced ID soon. But there have been long lines and last-minute rushes to the DMV in recent days ahead of the federal requirement. So getting one now could take a while.
I thought I could walk into a DMV, take a number, and wait in line to get renewed, but they're telling me I have to make an online reservation to renew. And there are no online reservations available. I've checked through June.
All right, so if you do have to wait a while to go to the DMV to get your real ID, again, you can bring something like your passport or a permanent resident card to avoid those delays here at TSA checkpoints. And the TSA has a full list of compliant IDs on their website. Live at LaGuardia, Tina, Dan, back to you.
Haley, thank you so much. And